So what inspired you to join this ISKCON?
When I read Srila Prabhupada books, it was not an information, but it was more of a transformation.
So people often ask that why we need to make such a big temple.
Who is that lady sitting next to you? The reporters answered, "This is my wife, Swami." And he asked, who is this child sitting next to your wife? "This is my child, Swamiji." Then Srila Prabhupada told him, "There are so many children loitering on the street. Why don't you adopt one? Why you want to have your own child?"
Where this temple is going to? Because everyone is very excited about TOVP. So any exact date?
2027 is the 50th disappearance anniversary of His Divine Grace.
So what was your vision and purpose behind the interior and architecture?
But the dome represents the ultimate shelter. On top of the dome we have a chakra, amazing chakra, the largest chakra. It is 27 feet wide in diameter, gold-plated chakra, which established the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So is there any story which you can inspire us through that story that he helped you a lot about the TOVP project?
In fact, Janani Vilas Prabhu calls him Dr. Narshinite. Whatever the materialistic doctor could not achieve, Lord Narshinite through his blessings, he cures you so that you come out of your obstacles and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Sri Radha Madhava.
Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to another episode of the GEV Sanga Podcast. Today we have a very special guest. He is the co-director and vice chairman of the TOVP Temple of Vedic Planetarium, His Grace Braj Vilas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome on the podcast, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Before joining the ISKCON, he was an IITian and currently he is serving the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada in Sridham Mayapur in TOVP, following the step of His Grace Janani Vilas Prabhu and His Grace Amrish Prabhu. So today we are so honored to having him on the podcast. I would like to start with my first question. It is actually a curiosity that what made you to left everything and what inspired you to join this ISKCON?
Hare Krishna. To all your viewers, I'm very grateful for inviting me to this podcast. I remember I was earlier here on another podcast with Gauranga Prabhu, and I'm happy that I've been invited again. Regarding your question of your curiosity, the same curiosity I had. So it is all Srila Prabhupada books. When I read Srila Prabhupada books, it was not an information, but it was more of a transformation. And where I come from South India, and in South India you pray to the personality of Godhead, either Krishna or Ram, the deity form. You are praying to them to go beyond to the impersonal aspect of the religion. So when Srila Prabhupada in his books, he said Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the impersonal aspect is from the personality of Godhead, from the person. It is not about the person. So when he said that statement really shook me, that God is a person and we have a relationship with Him. This is what I was curious about, to know more, how God is a person, how I can develop a relationship with that Supreme Person. And as I said earlier also in the podcast which I was there with Gauranga Prabhu, I didn't know that there was a spiritual journey. I didn't know that I'm Atma. I was only doing my Swadharma, ignoring my Sanatana Dharma. So now Srila Prabhupada through his books taught me how to integrate both and lead a life of Sanatana Dharma. So that made me very curious to follow the path of Srila Prabhupada.
So books are the basis, according to Prabhuji.
Yes, books are the basis, and I always used to say books are the basis, brick is the base. Through books, we build temple with bricks.
Such a inspiring story that you left your job in USA and currently you are traveling across the world
Yeah.
with His Grace Jananivas Prabhu.
Yeah.
So what is the role of His Grace Jananivas Prabhu, His Grace Ambrish Prabhu and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, how they contributed in this mission?
Srila Prabhupada said he had given several points how we should build this temple. And also he said how the fund should be raised. He said the sources of fund means that we go to all of our centers, and he said all of our centers will gladly contribute.
Yes.
And that is what exactly is happening. What Srila Prabhupada said, that is what exactly it is happening. Either it is His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, or we have His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, or His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Of course, we don't, or His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. From all of their centers, they had let me to come in and fundraise for the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. They let me use their Vyasa Puja to collect for the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, even their yatras. So they gave me a platform in which I can solicit donations, collect donations for the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. And not only that, they gave their personal dakshin also to the Temple of Vedic Planetarium to progress. And whenever there was a shortage of funds, I used to approach them. I still remember His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Whenever I used to go to his room, I always walked out with money for building the temple. He made sure that he gave me something to build the temple. Similarly with His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, he helped me so much when he was there on the planet with us. In South Africa, his disciples, in America, the Middle East, a few of his disciples were there who helped me and supported the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. And then His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he is holding his life to see the temple opened. And he is the chairman of the West Wing, the planetarium. So all of his disciples are totally dedicated to Sridham Mayapur, and they wanted to fulfill the desires of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Next to Ambrish Prabhu, he did a lot for building the Temple of Vedic Planetarium through his disciples. He encouraged them to constantly give, constantly donate to the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. So everybody was a pillar in making sure that Srila Prabhupada's dream manifest as soon as possible.
And you are one of them. I hope we all seek inspiration from you to serve Srila Prabhupada because you are doing such an amazing job. So Prabhuji, as you mentioned that you are going everywhere for the fundraising. So people often ask that why we need to make such a big temple, why we are wasting our money and all this, why not college and why not hospitals? So what is your vision behind this TOVP?
It's a very, very important question with a lot of time people ask us. In fact, they asked Srila Prabhupada, one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, Swamiji, there are so many temples in India. Why you need to have this temple?
Yes.
So Srila Prabhupada was looking at the reporter and he didn't answer the question directly. But he asked the reporter, who is that lady sitting next to you? The reporter answered, this is my wife, Swamiji. And he asked, who is this child sitting next to your wife? This is my child, Swamiji. Then Srila Prabhupada told him, there are so many children loitering on the street. Why don't you adopt one? Why you want to have your own child?
Yes.
Similarly, you want to have your own child because you want to have a personal reciprocation with your child. In the same way, the devotees of the Lord wanted to have a personal reciprocation with their Ishtadev, with their lordships. So that is why we have in Mayapur, Shri Radha Madhava, Shri Panchatattva, Shri Prahlad Narsinghadev. Here in Gopinath, in Chowpatty we have Shri Radha Gopinath. In Juhu we have Shri Radha Ras Bihari, where the devotees wanted to have a personal reciprocation with their lordships. That is why we have so many temples. And when answering your question, why need to have a very big temple? Our mission, Srila Prabhupada's mission, or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is way bigger. This is not just a building. This is a mission to deliver the people of the whole world. So whatever we are offering is a very small offering. It's not a very big offering. Imagine to deliver the whole world. It was predicted that Srila Prabhupada will build a temple in which the whole world can live peacefully.
Yes.
So this is our humble, small offering. And this was given to His Grace Ambarish Prabhu. This instruction was given to His Grace Ambarish Prabhu, who is the chairman of the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, and Mother Swaha, his wife, is the design director for the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, who have designed it very beautifully. And Ambarish Prabhu took this instruction very seriously to build this temple and complete this temple for the pleasure of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So the temple is coming up very nicely. Even though Ambarish Prabhu had some health challenges, now he is very much determined to complete this temple on time by 2027.
So this was actually the most asked question, that where this temple is going to open, because everyone is very excited about TOVP. So any exact date about the TOVP opening?
So when Ambarish Prabhu got into health crisis, we have decided, because he wanted to really open this temple for the pleasure of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. 2027 is the 50th disappearance anniversary of His Divine Grace. So we wanted to dedicate this temple in the year 2027 on the 50th disappearance anniversary. So Ambarish Prabhu and Mother Swaha, they have pledged another 100 crores. They're matching 100 crores to finish the temple very fast. Those who are donating, Ambarish Prabhu will also match that same amount. If you donate $1, he will donate $1 to the project. If you donate 1 million, he will donate $1 million to the project. So a matching campaign is going on so that we can very soon complete the temple by 2027.
So all these devotees are doing so much hard work for TOVP. So it's our time to contribute in TOVP so that we can see the temple as soon as possible in 2027.
Yes.
As you mentioned, that Mother Swaha is a part of interior architecture and the designing. So when last year I was in Sri Mayapur, such a beautiful interior and beautiful art architecture there. So each elements, it was like it's saying some stories. It was telling a story. So what was your vision and purpose behind the interior and architecture?
Yeah. So of course, this Mother Swaha can explain it better than me. But since you have asked this question, every aspect of this temple is teaching something. This is a teaching temple, as Srila Prabhupada called it. Teaching the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, teaching the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, teaching the philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam, and teaching the philosophy of Chaitanya Charitamrita.
This is a kind of contribution to the society.
Yes, society.
Yeah.
If you see, we have a dome, a beautiful dome. It looks like a Fabergé, Fabergé effect on the dome. But the dome represents the ultimate shelter. That is what? The ultimate shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Radha Madhava.
Joy.
That is the representation. On top of the dome, we have a chakra. Amazing chakra, the largest chakra, which is 27 feet wide in diameter, gold-plated chakra, which established the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Shri Radha Madhava. Like this, we have the cosmological model in the temple, in the main temple hall, where we have from Bhulok to Golok, every aspect of creation has been described in the cosmological model. It looks like a chandelier model, amazing model, which is going to come up. So that actually tells us that this universe is created by God. You see what I mean? It establishes a God-centric life. So that is what that represents. And the whole temple itself, where in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that paritranaya sadhunam vinashchaita dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So this temple had to come, is manifesting to establish that Sanatana Dharma. Every aspect of this temple establishes Sanatana Dharma in the misdirected civilization. It will create a revolution. Any aspect of this temple create a revolution of God consciousness in the misdirected civilization. That is why this temple is coming up.
Wonderful. Now I'm more excited for 2027. So, Prabhuji, while serving in TOVP, you must face so many challenges. And recently, we have opened our Narasimhadev temple.
Yeah.
So, what is one story you want to share with all of us? Because in the Kali Yuga, we really need to depend on Narasimhadev.
Yeah.
So, is there any story which you can inspire us through that story that he helped you a lot about the TOVP project?
There are so many stories about Lord Narasimhadev. In fact, Janani Vilas Prabhu calls him Dr. Narasimhadev. Whatever the materialistic doctor could not achieve, Lord Narasimhadev, through his blessings, he cures you so that you come out of your obstacles and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Shri Radha Madhava. In fact, in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful verse in the 7th canto, Satyam Vidatam Nijabritya Bhashitam Vyaptim cha bhuteshu akileshu chatmanaha adrishitat yadbhuta rupam udvahan stambhe sabhayam na mrigam na manusham. That just to keep the words of Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Narasimhadev has appeared in a form which has never appeared before, in a beautiful form of off-man and off-line, just to keep the words of Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, he is there in that pillar. Of course, in Narasimhadev wing, we have a lot of beautiful fluted pillars, amazing pillars. You can see Lord Narasimhadev there also. Narasimhadev, as we worship Lord Narasimhadev for 3 purposes: to protect the devotees, to protect the movement, and to protect the leaders. This is what Janani Vilas Prabhu was telling in each of our programs. That is why we worship Lord Narasimhadev. But there are several stories, his manifestation in Mayapur, how he manifested, that itself was an amazing story. The way he has appeared to Prahlad Maharaj, in the same way he has appeared in Sridham Mayapur through the dream of a devotee, one of the leaders there. He appeared to him because Mayapur was a remote place and we had so many problems of dacoity, and devotees were suffering in their service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chota Radha Madhava at that time. So in order to protect the devotees so that Mayapur can be developed, so Lord Narasimhadev appeared in the dream of this leader, and through which told the devotees at that time to go to South India and carve this Narasimhadev deities. This is a long story.
I heard there is some book.
Yeah, there is a book.
Written.
Yeah, there is a beautiful book of the whole story. The TOVP also has published a book on Lord Narasimhadev's pastimes, many pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev. I'm not sure we might. It might take a lot of time to share many pastimes, but I will tell one pastime. So during the opening of the Nrsimhadev wing, even though it was a very soft opening, so we were deciding first we will open with the Lord Nrsimhadev photograph. Then that would not be having that experience of Lord Nrsimhadev. So we decided to cast Lord Nrsimhadev, fiberglass Lord Nrsimhadev. Till today, many devotees ask me whenever I travel, did the deities move to the new temple? Did Lord Nrsimhadev move? No, I said we just made a fiberglass Lord Nrsimhadev. So beautifully, exactly same replica, we made it in fiberglass for the opening of Lord Nrsimhadev. So the day before the opening, I had gone to see how beautifully it had manifested. So they had decorated Lord Nrsimhadev, and so when I went there to see Lord Nrsimhadev, it was beautiful, stunning, amazing. But suddenly I noticed there was something missing. And I was seeing, I asked my team, where is Prahlad Maharaj? They said, we forgot. I said, what do you mean by you forgot? He had come for Prahlad Maharaj. Without Prahlad Maharaj, we can't open the temple tomorrow. It's not going to be possible. And we have only 12 hours left now. We just can't make this happen. They said it's very difficult for us to make Prahlad Maharaj because this fiberglass murti of Lord Nrsimhadev took more than a month to do. And they said, how are we? Then they said, can we put a photograph? Can we put a photograph? So he said, the devotee said, can we have a photograph? I said, how a photograph? We have Lord Nrsimhadev deity and we have a photograph of Prahlad Maharaj. It doesn't sync properly. So I don't know what to do. So the only thing which I can do is pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, Lord Nrsimhadev. Somehow this happened. No, I don't know. We don't know what to do. It is completely, you can help us from this. Otherwise, tomorrow the opening would look a little bit odd. And we don't want to have such kind of an opening where Prahlad Maharaj is not there. Then immediately a thought came to me to see our art room where we make many designs. And so when I entered the art room, there was few murtis which we made. And we had kept in that art room. So I immediately spotted we made a small Gopakumar for the exhibits. That was Bihad Bhagavatam exhibit in the floors, in the museum floors. So they made a sample of Gopakumar with a beautiful pose exactly like Prahlad Maharaj. So I said, yes, Nrsimhadev answered my prayer. This is Prahlad Maharaj now. Let us take him and let us open as Prahlad Maharaj. So Nrsimhadev did everything. He turned Gopakumar to Prahlad Maharaj, and that's how we could do the festival very grand. Everything was perfectly arranged. Lord Nrsimhadev was in a roaring form, and we had beautiful Prahlad Maharaj, which was Gopakumar, converted to Prahlad Maharaj, and everything was perfect. So Lord Nrsimhadev, he comes and rescues devotees of all obstacles when you have the sincerity of your prayers to him. He answers all the prayers.
So as Prabhuji mentioned, such a beautiful line that when we have faith in the Lord, Nrsimhadev himself appear for us. Okay, Prabhuji, so my last question is for you, that there are so many youths currently in ISKCON.
Yeah.
But I don't think so they know that exactly how to serve Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
So what is your message to them? How can they contribute in this movement?
The Srila Prabhupada himself, he said to His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj, which I always remember, which is one of my guiding principles in my life. He said that give this one life. You have wasted so many lives to Maya. Give this one life to Krishna. You don't lose anything. Just this one life to Krishna. This is my message to all the youth. You have spent so many lives, as Srila Prabhupada said, in Maya. Give this one life and you will have the greatest experience in this life, and you will go back home, back to Godhead, if you have that intensity of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His devotees. This is my message. One life.
To Srila Prabhupada.
To Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your divine association. I'm so honored to having you today. And I'm so grateful that you gave your precious time.
Yeah.
And thank you for talking about the TOVP.
Yeah.
We all are very excited for the opening of Temple of Vedic Planetarium. And thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so very, very much for inviting me for this podcast. And I hope through this podcast, all your viewers, and not only your viewers and others who see this for the first time, I take this opportunity to invite each and everybody to Sridham Mayapur to personally experience the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, which is beautifully manifesting at the maturity of our life. So don't miss this opportunity. Let us see you all in Sridham Mayapur.
In 2027.
Not even before 2027. So,
yes.
Yeah, anytime.
You can invite all of them, those who are watching us, for Kirtan Mela 2026.
Definitely, anytime. So, this is my invitation, and thank you so very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.